phone that you can still make phone calls on, then they wouldn't be transferring all their wealth to the technology companies.
They're willingly doing that. I don't agree with it myself. I don't do it. But they're willingly doing that. People want social interaction. They want social interaction. I don't know why, but they do. Why are we talking? Why are we talking right now? We wouldn't have to be talking to each other. We're choosing to talk to each other.
Somebody make him shut the hell up.
Facebook came along.
The show must have let out early this evening.
You're jamming me.
He was on here at,
Basic human needs. And you could say it's a transfer, but it actually creates wealth via advertising. You know, if you didn't know
Go to 60.
and all of a sudden you found out about it via Facebook, that has value. That has value that was never tapped.
Go to 60, bud. Oh, and I agree with you wholeheartedly. It's a willful transference of wealth and value. Yeah, value can be added to something. I think we're actually more on the same page. And yeah, the very people that are complaining about the economy, complaining about how bad they have things, they're also willingly transferring their wealth to someone else for a convenience of
Their money to Trump.
would be better.
Well, they may just not be able to admit that they need those things. You know, some people need social interaction via Facebook, and they're willing to spend their time doing it. I don't agree with it, but that's fine, and somebody's harvested that. What I'm going back to, though, is this theory that you have to be a country that's wealthy in natural resources to be a wealthy country. There are so many examples around the world that just disproves that. I mean, Japan is the classic. I mean, they have absolutely nothing. They have absolutely nothing. And look at the wealth that they produce. What do? They produce electronics. They produce automobiles, high-end machine tools, all this stuff. They're really good at that. They make a lot of money from it. Yes, there is natural resources that they have to purchase, but they're able to purchase because they could sell the end product. I don't like people to say that, resource intensity is the only way to wealth. That's absolutely the opposite of reality. The wealthiest people, the wealthiest countries didn't usually build it from natural resources. Here's these idiots out here talking about how important it is to have natural gas on their property. That won't get them rich. That'll never get them rich. What'll get them rich is creating something that people will pay for. Natural resource, what is the cost line? Cost line is sinking another hole in the ground. I mean, that's what you're competing with. There's no shortage of it. So that, there are shortages of things that people will pay for. So I don't know, I think it's a rabbit hole. I hear that all the time. And the people living in rural areas say that they're helping the environment. That's a total joke. People living in rural areas are the worst for the environment of all classes of citizens. If you're living in an apartment in New York City, you are far more efficient from a climate control point of view, from a transportation point of view. It is well understood. And when you get these hillbillies out here, they'll say, I'm doing something good for the economy and the environment. No, you're not. You're not, Earth.
Well, I think some of the arguments that you have with other people are rolling over into arguments.
That's right, they do.
I will
That's right. Hey, see what they do.
how much, so we have a person that lives in an apartment complex in New York City along with, several hundred or thousands of other people. Now, what benefit do they have to the environment because they consume no oxygen, they only produce what they would term greenhouse gases. So, the farmer that's out somewhere that owns 1,000 acres worth of trees, isn't he doing some good for the planet?
I wanted to pull it out and put the glass on it, so. But they weren't very bright, so I was gonna put some DI contacts and put the bulb back in there. I didn't realize I didn't have the right bulb for it. I didn't know.
We have a big outbreak up in Chicago.
Well, it's bound to happen.
Yeah, it's the migrant center, if you want to call it. I call it the illegal immigrant center, but I guess it's not politically correct to say anymore.
That was never a correct term. They're not illegal. They're invasion force. It's a military problem. They make it as legal things so the military can't stop them. It's a scam too.
I'm just hoping we can make it to November. This bridge going down is a real big deal.